No, Charlie.
Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
Bradley.
Bradley's outside, actually.
Repairman Brad.
Yeah, he's Repairman Brad today. It is October 21st, 2016, Friday, almost afternoon. It's 11:47. Please excuse hearing all the panting. My dog is very stressed out right now. Charlie is. We'll get into that in a minute, but he's driving us crazy, too. I know. Look at this. I got some fuzzies going on. Whoa. A whole month of Sundays here. Look at this. Wow. I didn't realize this. Wow. It's a little bit more humid today. You can tell. It's like, top. You know. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. It's 75 degrees out. Real feel is 73. The high will be 80. The low will be 51. And the no-see-ums are definitely back out with the cooler weather. So if you're in this area or an area where you do get no-see-ums or sand flea, take precaution. Wear your bug spray or Skin So Soft, whatever, because I am chewed up like crazy on my legs, my feet, my hands, and my arms, too. I mean, I look like I could have, like, the chicken pox right now. I'm just so chewed up, and I react really badly to it. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell. Yeah, I'm all chewed up everywhere. So, beware. As you guys know, yesterday we went shopping, and then we did take naps. We were so tired. We don't sleep well at night, either one of us, so we were so tired that, Brad grilled out pork steaks last night. They were so good. I really admire people that can be vegetarians or vegans or whatever. We can't be. We both like meat too much. I really do applaud and admire people that are. But so we had that, and then I did have a normal meal with Brad last night. I want to try to have like a normal quote meal with him when he is not working that evening, just because it's nice to do, and it's nice to sit down together and do that. So we had a noodle mix and then green beans with it. That was all very good. And then later that evening, I cleaned. We had bought a great big thing. It's not the smaller square thing of strawberries, but the next size up. I can't remember how much it was. I think maybe a pound, I think. Anyway, I sat and I cleaned all those. And I made a little impromptu fruit salad with that, and a chopped up banana, some equal sprinkled over the top, and then some a little spray of whipped cream for each of us. That was very good. I'm not a big fan of strawberries per se, really, honestly. But I'm trying to eat a little bit more fruit because I do have a sweet tooth, and I am finding I would prefer to eat fruit over the sugar anymore, which is a plus. So, and then I did do some looming. I have to get it out, actually. I don't have it right now. There we go. I don't want it to fall here. But anyway, let me turn it around. So with this color I've shown you guys before, and this is a little bit brighter in real life than it is right now. And then I'm starting in on my pink, my solid color pink. So that's what I have done on this. This is just one side of it, of course. So, got that going. Having fun with that. And we both just watched some Netflix, and then that was about it. I had a hard time sleeping last night. It's right in between stage at night that it's too cool for the air conditioner, but wasn't quite cool enough to be without the air conditioner. So yeah, and plus then you put menopause and the hot flashes right through there. It's like, ugh. But anyway, today I'm going to exercise. I'm going to do my seated exercise. I'm on stage 1, episode 3. The link for that is below if you want to check it out or do it also. Let's see. I need to do housework today. I need to, dust, vacuum, do the bathroom. I already did the cat litter box a few moments ago, do dishes. I won't need to work any produce because I have a salad left, so that's good. I bought some of the imitation crab. Probably have some of that on the salad tonight. And I would like to start some paintings. I think I probably will do that, start some paintings. Brad has to work tonight. And then later on I'll do some looming. That's what I'll do, actually. And my topic for today is taking the focus off the scale and continuing with a healthier lifestyle. Like I said, it's all trial and error, and for me, what might have worked years ago doesn't work now because my lifestyle is different. I'm different. For me, I really have to take the focus off of what the scale says, because that just drives me crazy. And if any of you have had an eating disorder, and I know some of you that watch must have had. Let me back up. I'm not saying you must have had, like, I can just tell. But it's so many women and some men do have eating disorders. And one end of the spectrum to the other, or both ends of the spectrum, like with me. And since I have a history of bulimia, all of that part of that is focused on the scale. You guys know what I mean. Where, like I said, I used to weigh in maybe like 5-6 times a day. And so I have to really take the focus off of, because to me, it's like, if that scale doesn't say what I want it to say, then I'm going to do extreme measures to make sure that it says what I want it to say, as far as losing X amount of pounds. So I have to really back off of that. I cannot do the bulimia anymore. My body just wouldn't take it, and I don't want to go down that slope ever again. I don't want to end up. Took years and years to reverse the damage I had done, as far as it can be reversed, and you can also die from it. So I have to take the focus on that. I really am fighting a lot of the head hunger issue. I just feel so hungry and stuff. And so I'm allowing myself to eat a little bit more without punishing myself, which is that whole thing of the bulimia. Did buy some of the crackers with peanut butter, the little packages, because I find I do better if I'm going to eat something like that if it's portion controlled. So I did get some of those for Brad and I to both, and then and let myself have more fruit, and within reason. And years ago, sad to say, the reason I lost all that weight, had lost over 200 pounds, was I was seeking acceptance from my family and my husband's family and people we knew in the community. And I was talking to my husband about that this morning, and the whole thing, if you watch my history, is, first I went, when you come from a bad marriage and then you get remarried, you're thinking maybe your family will now accept you because look at your life now. Then you become more educated. Look at my life now. Then you lose a shit ton of weight. Look at my life now. Then, you achieve whatever success, or your spouse does, in the business world. And then I went back to school. Another degree. Kept going on and stuff. I didn't get my bachelor's. But, So having a couple of degrees and losing all that weight stuff, and I finally realized when I was working on getting my bachelor's that it really didn't matter what I did. I was never going to be accepted by my family. I could be perfect and I would not be accepted by my family. If you're not accepted when you're a child, and even an innocent child at that, you're never going to be accepted no matter what you do as you grow up. And it takes a long time to realize that. So my whole point is the whole motivation to why I went to the extremes and lost all that weight is not there. I'm not seeking acceptance from anybody. I'm accepted by the people that matter in my life and the people that truly love me. And on the other side of the coin, I feel like you have to kind of look at, I hated myself before. I don't hate myself now. There's lots of room for improvement, that's for sure. Like there is with all of us. But I don't hate myself. I don't hate myself at all. You know, and I know that my husband loves me just like I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
You're perfect.
I really disagree when I hear people say how much they hated the person they were. You know, they'll lose a lot of weight, and then they'll say how much they hated that person. Well, then you're kind of in a way to me saying that you hate yourself now, because yes, you'll change on the outside, but inside, most of us don't really change. And to me, it's like, it's important for me to accept myself as I am now, with room to improve. It's important for me to accept myself, but still keep working on improving myself. So what if I end up staying basically the same size I am now? Is that going to be just so detrimental that I can't, cope? No. I've been this size for a lot of years. I want to be healthier. I want to be able to move better. Yeah, if I drop some weight along the way, awesome. But if I don't, okay. If I don't, and I say to my doctor, I am doing this, this, and this, then that's just the way it is. You know, um, I think it's important to accept myself as I am. And like I said, I want to keep being healthy. I'm going to keep exercising. I'm going to keep eating healthy. But I'm not going to sit around and be miserable because I am so hungry. I'm going to allow myself, if there's cake and I want a piece of it, to allow myself to say, yes, you can have a piece of cake. Maybe I'll opt to have a smaller piece of cake and some fruit. That would be okay. In my mind, that would be okay. I still got some cake. Because sometimes all I want is really maybe like a bite or two of something. So, I mean, it's all what I call the mindfuck people. It really is. And it's like, because I really have a hard time with that hard line of you cannot ever have. If I want to have a piece of chocolate, I will do much better if you let me have that piece of chocolate and then I go on. If I'm deprived of it, when I do have it, instead of having that piece of chocolate, I'm going to have the piece of chocolate. We keep chocolate bars in our fridge. We have to remind ourselves every so often that we need to either do something with it or else pitch it, because what we've gone to doing is we buy the dark chocolate and we buy just this small Hershey bar of chocolate. Every once in a while, one of us wants a little piece of chocolate. Well, we found that the dark chocolate for us is more satisfying. We know it's healthier, So, and we don't blast through it like we would, So, yeah, I'm gonna keep working on being healthier, eating very healthy and stuff. But I'm gonna take the focus off what size I am and what the scale says, because I know people like me, and some people love me, and yeah, you're always gonna have your people that don't. That either they hate you for whatever reason, or they don't even know the reason. or else you're just not their cup of tea, and we're all that way with other people. Um, but it's a good life. I mean, I want to be more physically active and be able to walk better and stuff. I am who I am, and like I said, if you're not accepted or loved by your family when you're a child, it doesn't really matter a hill of beans what you do when you're a grown up. You're still not going to be it. If that acceptance and love was never there, it's never going to be there unless that person massively changes. But I mean, you and I have both have a history of trying to please our parents and gain acceptance and love from our parents.
Yeah, and no matter, it took us both a long time to realize that it doesn't matter what we do.
No.
They ain't going to be happy.
No, and you can wonder why then your siblings can be the biggest fuck up, excuse my language, there is in the face of the earth, but they can do no wrong.
Yep.
That's why.
Yep.
There's your answer.
Yep.
Right, hon?
Right, exactly.
So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep being healthy, doing my exercises. I like doing my exercises. They make me feel good. They're a good stress reliever. It helps me sleep. And it helps it, strengthen my core being and everything. And like I said, eating healthy and everything. But, on days that Brad's off and, if I'm baking, because I do love to bake within reason, I'm going to be making some protein bars and protein breads and stuff, so Brad was out using the JB Weld, the epoxy kind, right? Need to save the instructions for it?
No, but it's easy.
Oh,
just
okay.
mix the two tubes 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so hopefully that'll work to put that peddler back on there. Is it peddler straight?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got it propped.
Okay. And then he's got to do some cleaning of vents and fans and that kind of stuff. It's a beautiful, cooler day. We have the door open, the windows open, we don't have any air conditioners going. It's kind of nice. So,
yeah.
I hope everybody has a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. We don't have any plans except for both working and stuff. I'll be working most of the weekend. And I adjust my schedule to what he works, so I'll be working too. So, right, hon?
Exactly, sweetie.
Love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. I am going to sit down tonight and answer comments. And I know I had one comment from a viewer and a friend who asked how I do my vape juice. Let me go through this real quick. I get the vegetable glycerin. You need to order it online, or else you can get it at Walmart or any other pharmacy place. Probably it's in the pharmacy department. You want 100% pure vegetable glycerin. Is it glycerin?
I believe so.
Yeah.
We found it at Walmart and then Walgreens.
Yeah.
And it was much, much cheaper online to order it.
Yes, it was. It's cheaper to order, but starting out, if you want to get a smaller thing of it, you could go to Walmart. I buy the flavoring extracts. I buy Loran
oils.
Loran extracts. You want to make sure you get the kind that does not have oil in it, because that will not work. Some of the flavorings, like your cinnamon has an oil in it, you cannot use that. The lemon a lot of times has an oil in it, you cannot use. But you want to pick out the flavorings that don't have any oil in them, and you're going to use that to flavor your vape juice, depending on how strong you like it. You can add a little bit of distilled water if you like. You don't have to. It depends on how thick you like your vape juice and stuff. I saved my old vape juice bottles, and I fill it up with the glycerin, and I don't use any nicotine, so I don't have any liquid nicotine. And then I use extracts, and I do that kind of, you kind of play around with how many drops you think. and then you kind of give it a sniff. You might want to have a tester tube ready so you can test it on your whatever battery setup you have. And then I let it seep for 1 month. You want to keep it in a cool, dark place. And then I'll pull it back out. And then sometimes I still need to add some more extracts. But the fun thing is you can make your own. Like you can make a mint chocolate. You can make like a hazelnut coffee. I mean, have fun with it. But it is a lot cheaper. And it's easy to do. And that's just what I do. I know some people add other stuff to theirs. And, you know, you can type in here on YouTube, making your own vape juice. Like all kinds of people doing all kinds of different stuff, and just do what's best for you. So.
And I've been told, our one daughter and son-in-law, and do it. And I've been told that if you're going to put nicotine in it, you got to make sure and have your measurements exact.
Exact.
Yeah.
This is non-exact because I'm not using any nicotine, and I'm just doing this how strong I like flavor. Now, I like a little bit stronger of a flavor than a lot of other people do on certain stuff. So, you know, and I'm more into the bakery scents and stuff. So, just do whatever you want. Another thing I want to talk about real quick is my friend Michelle, and I had done a separate video yesterday, had sent me this essential oil, this Calm Down. And it's a roll-on, and then this one, which is a blend of Sound Asleep. And I used these last night, and I really, really like them. And if anybody has ever kind of wondered about them, and I didn't put, she said to put the Sound Asleep one on the bottom of your feet when you go to bed. Well, I can't wear socks at night. It just drives me nuts. In fact, I don't like to wear socks, period, if I don't have to. Excuse me. I don't think I've worn socks since we moved here.
I don't think so either.
But so I just put some, you know, kind of, you know, around my neck a little bit and rubbed it, you know, and around the temples and stuff. And it really did help, and I really love the smell of it. And then just a little bit ago, I felt kind of agitated because we have dogs that are just like on top of us and freaking out because, you know, the acorns popping like popcorn on our roof and stuff. And that did help. So, you know, if anybody was wondering about this is my first experimenting with essential oils on me. And I really like it. So, definitely worth it. This is by Eden's Garden, if anybody's wondering. I'm sure you can type that in and probably find them online. So, that's kind of neat. I might have to look into getting some more types like of those, you know, when we get ahead a bit. And this lip balm is really nice too, the organic tangerine lip balm, and this was by Whole Foods, and I really do like this stuff too. So that's all we got today. I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much, and I think you guys are all awesome, and I hope you have a terrific weekend. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad. And one quick comment. Isn't it kind of ironic that the biggest dog we have is the biggest baby we have?
Him driving me cray, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, because he just wants and like he's all around, and he's like panting, and he won't move, and he's stressed out because of this, and yes, I feel bad, and we're not sure about CJ because she seems to be doing so much better, because, you know, we're feeding her that moist food, and I don't know what's wrong with her, guys. I mean, besides being really old, I mean, you know, because she did throw up last night, you know, but she ate a bunch of dry dog food after she ate a whole packet of the moist, and was there whole chunks in that you cleaned up, or?
It was all like oatmeal.
Okay, so I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. We're just keeping her comfortable.
She's had a tendency in the past to eat until she makes herself sick.
Yeah.
And that might be what happened.
Yeah, I think there's some kind of. She's very panicky if there's not food around. all the time too, which is something that I can understand, but so we don't know her past history or what.
Yeah.
We are not the first home.
Yeah.
We're about the third or fourth home.
Yeah.
So anyway, I gotta get off here. Go bathroom, my kid. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.